Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix Show. My name is Chris Wong. What a crazy day, at least what I've seen from the internet. I was pretty much gone for most of the day, except really short in the morning. But happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and hope you all enjoyed your day as well. All right, well, let's get into the topics today. The first topic, is a new poster from Snake Eyes has been released, and a new trailer releases tomorrow. So looking forward to checking that out a little later tomorrow and see what happens. I like the design. I like that looks like Snake Eyes. So yeah, there you have it. The Snake Eyes that will talk in this version of Snake Eyes. Henry Golding, Snake Eyes. All right, moving forward. I think this is where we get into DC already. All right, so Film Update says Robert Pattinson and Colin Farrell are heading to Glasgow for the Batman reshoots in July. And so, I know Grace Randolph said there was additional photography, but in this case, they're calling it reshoots. And sometimes they flip-flop between reshoots and additional photography. Reshoots happens all the time, so don't panic if you're looking forward to the Batman. Reshoots is accounted for with every production, and that's ultimately it's so that the director, when they go through post-production, they can look at it and says, oh, I want to change it, or I want to do something different. So they they absolutely have reshoots for that all the time. Grace Randolph actually talked about this because she was the first one to say that there's going to be additional photography. As I told you, the Batman a few days ago, additional photography or reshoots, I suspect they might change the ending, which I personally would suggest. It's from the recent comics, but I don't think mainstream audiences will like it. I didn't like it in the comics. And she also says, a lot of movies are saved by reshoots and editing. From Rogue One to Gladiator, there's nothing wrong with this. And no, I'm not going to tell you the end of the movie. If they do change it, then I'll tell you the original ending when the movie releases. I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know what the ending for that would be in the comics, in the recent comics. Maybe for people who are very familiar with what the recent comics of the ending for Batman, you can let us know in the comments down below. But other than that, that's interesting. Change the ending. Okay, so I guess something didn't work out. If this is true, I don't know if it's true. If this is true, looks like Matt Reeves maybe saw that something didn't work for the ending, and so he's like, okay, let's go change it. Or it could be Warner Brothers. Hey, Matt Reeves, that didn't work out. You got to go change it. That could happen as well. So let's see how this goes. So the Batman, additional photography or reshoots. And let's get right into it. Yeah, so the biggest news today is, and from anything, there's like no real other genre topics either. DC is the big headline today because we got to see a little bit more of the behind-the-scenes shoots. And so now people have telescopic lenses, and they can actually zoom in and really look carefully at these pictures. Thank you to whoever that was. This is finally Ezra Miller's on set as Barry Allen. He cut his hair. So we were all wondering, is he going to keep his hair long? No, he cut his hair. So there you go. That's, keeping that same hairstyle that he had in Zack Snyder's Justice League and in Justice League. So there you have it. Also, people are, looking very carefully at what he's wearing and the ring. There is a ring there. The Flash ring is there, looking kind of big and awkward, I might say. I mean, it's kind of like huge, but I guess it has to be because it has to actually hold a full-blown suit in it, just like how this J.O. Leo Flashpoint Paradox, GIF here, you have it. So he comes out, goes into it, wears it, and there he goes. So he keeps the whole suit in there, right? So there, Flash ring confirmed. We also get more shots of Barry Allen at the courthouse. And we finally get a look at Kiersey Clemons as Iris West, and they're together. They're talking together in what probably was a successful trial, and Henry Allen is probably released at during this time, at this point in the movie. As we move forward, we get a nice, very clear shot of Supergirl. Finally, we're getting finally a clear shot of Supergirl. It's not blurry or not from far away. Well, it's from far away, but it's really close in. On a glance, I like it. I like how she looks. She looks fantastic. I'm sure her parents are really proud of her, and she's super happy. She's super stoked to be a superhero. I think anybody young like that in their 20s are absolutely like stoked that they get to be superheroes. So I'm really happy for her. And as you can tell right here, there is the red on top. There is no V, even though there's some type of V here, there apparently isn't, unless this suit, like they have different suits, and maybe this suit is meant for harness, for, a quick shot of her floating down and flying away and things like that. So this could be why it looks maybe different. Maybe there is one that actually has a V here or not. We don't know. There's also some like abs here. She has some type of abs here that looks, I don't quite like, I mean, she has abs, that's awesome, but it just doesn't look real. Like it's like put on in an angle in a weird way. And I'm like, is it really abs or is it the harness? Because what if there's a harness in here and that's where it's showing? And so in proper lighting and proper cinematography, she would probably look different. The DP will probably make it look nice with the lighting, color correction, and everything, and maybe the harness part will go away. So I think this is more of a harness in any case. I mean, it's kind of similar to Shazam, where it has a little, but this looks more like an abs, not like the other thing. But you notice that the type of style of the suit looks almost the same. It's almost like the same type of costume designer here, working with both of these projects here. But I don't know. I haven't looked into who the costume designer is for both projects. But other than that, I think she looks really good. And I have to agree. Yeah, maybe she does need something to break up the middle section here, like a belt or something, or even like a little square or something, and a little bit of gold here, kind of like how it broke up Cavill's suit a little bit, right? And Cavill, it's interesting because she doesn't have red boots, at least from these shots here. She doesn't have red boots, although it looks like it should have a red boot, but I guess not. So it's full on blue with red on top. That's almost like the reverse of, Henry Cavill's Superman. Henry Cavill's Superman was blue on top and red on bottom, meaning the boots. So that's like a reverse of that, which is kind of interesting. But I'm liking it. I wish we could see a clear shot of the cape though, because she does indeed wear a cape in that scene. Let me move that. In this scene. Well, at least on the ground, but I guess we didn't have a clear shot. You're just doing the going up and down shots as she's hovering over that same scene. And I think it may actually be the same scene. I think definitely it's going to be, she is at the courthouse at that point in time in the movie. Now, a little bit more about the suit, because I'm, the DCEU Supergirl, that's a big deal, right? For me, who is a Superman fan, wanting to see more of the Superman family within the DCEU. Clearly this is a big deal. But Tom Taylor said in 2014, Bruno Redondo and I created a new Supergirl, Laura Lane Kent. And well, Sasha Calle as Supergirl is uncanny. So even in his mind, at least for the look of it, he figures, they're pretty inspired by their design for that Dream comics, where Superman dreamed about his daughter, if Lois Lane never died, and his daughter would have been Laura Lane Kent. And yeah, uncanny. I mean, the hair, well, it's split in the mono rather than the side, but essentially short dark hair, red on top, blue on bottom, things like that. Although Laura Lane Kent actually had red boots, so that's different. And Sasha Calle's version is not. But other people have noticed of some interesting interesting similarities in her costume to some other version of Superman. And this where Rim Slim says, I was curious and did it. Yep, not saying she's a gender bent cow, just the red and blue reminds me of this. So he changed the red and blue to black and gray. And yeah, it does look like the Flashpoint Paradox Superman, the skinny Superman that they kept hidden away, and they broke him free and he could barely speak English and stuff like that. Yeah, that skinny Superman. Is it a gender bent cow? I don't know. I was even thinking it may have been a gender bent cow from way before when she was first announced And now I'm thinking, well, maybe not. Maybe she could probably be Kara. I don't think they would go as far. Maybe they would, but I don't think they would go as far as to gender bent Cal and make that the the universe Superman. But it's Warner Brothers again, so I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do, and I don't know if it's just Warner Brothers or this is Annie Muschietti's idea of how to do these things. It's still a clear mystery which Supergirl it is. And I'm expecting that maybe with interviews and at DC Fandom even, they'll probably say which Supergirl this is. But is it Lara? Is it Kara? Which Supergirl is it? So I think now I'm kind of leaning more towards it being actually Kara and less Lara, though. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with this. And also, people notice, well, it looks like John Kent, right? Jonathan Kent. He is in the new comics. He's new Superman right now, and he has the red on top and with the red cape, although he does have the red boots and he has a little bit of red to break up that blue. So there is that, but the hand, everything all the way to the glove and stuff, very similar to that. So that could possibly be another inspiration for that if people are wondering about that. All right, now we get a little closer look at the awesome looking, futuristic looking wild car. Definitely a Mercedes. It's kind of bluish black. I don't want to say it's blue. It looks great. Yeah, it's blue. I'm going to say it's blue. And this is definitely like a awesome. This has got to be Bruce Wayne's car. I mean, that can only be Bruce Wayne's car, right? But which Bruce Wayne is it? Which Bruce Wayne is it? Well, we finally get a pic of Michael Keaton on set. He's right there. He's in the suits. He even goes up and talks to Barry Allen in one scene, and that's the car. So Grace Randolph said this: first look, Michael Keaton on The Flash. This is his car, not Affleck's. And I hear this is from the end of the movie, and he's now permanently in the DCEU. Video tomorrow with full breakdown of all these set pics. And I think that he and that gorgeous car looks amazing. And she also said, as the trades reported, he'll be more like Nick Fury, not the main Batman. So this is the cause for concern for a lot of people. And she's right. They did say that a long time ago. Like a long time ago, they already, Boris Kidd had it on the Hollywood Reporter. And he even tweeted it out as well on June 22nd, 2020, last year. If these talks make, sources say Keaton could end up playing Batman in a mentor capacity, a bit like Sam Jackson's Nick Fury, and appear in multiple movies. Batgirl is one of the possible projects. That's what we've been hearing. I've been telling you about that he is indeed probably signed up for the Batgirl movie, where it's going to be Batgirl, but in a Batman Beyond type story, where he's the older Batman training Batgirl to take his place as the hero for Gotham. And so that's where Michael Keaton comes in. So in this case, Grace Randolph is just putting it out there from what we've all heard back then, and probably a lot of us forgot. But yeah, I still remember that exactly what they said. Now there are some scoopers saying, "Well, wait, hold on." Now she didn't say that he's replacing Affleck. She's just saying, or Boris even saying that he's going to be coming in as a mentor capacity, and that maybe being older than Ben Affleck, he is the team leader. He's kind of like the guy. He's maybe that Oracle type of role, while Ben Affleck's Batman could still be the Batman for the DCEU. So people are like, wait, hold on. He could just be the Oracle now. Michael Keaton's the Oracle now. Ben Affleck's still Batman in DCU. Let's wait and see what happens with this. And I'm like, okay, I guess we'll see. But having Michael Keaton in there, and probably because he wanted to really be in multiple project movies as a mentor role, because imagine if it's Sam Jackson's Nick Fury. It's not like Nick Fury takes over Captain America or Nick Fury takes over Tony Stark. Nick Fury is Nick Fury. Tony Stark still Tony Stark. As Michael Keaton still will be the Nick Fury. Ben Affleck Batman could still be the Batman. Will that work? I don't know. And if that's the case, I have no idea. But right now, Ben Affleck is not on set, so I'm curious. That will be the big one. When he gets to the set, there's going to be a lot of talk and things about that, and we could definitely go into the details for about that, right? So, also, just pulling this out, Hoguera de Gotham put these tweets out, and I think I know what he's talking about here. This is definitely a scene from the courthouse, and this is Iris West and you know, Iris West and Barry Allen. They're talking. He meets up with Michael Keaton's Batman. So that's supposedly, like Grace said, it's at the end of the movie where Henry Allen is free. You know, that they were able to do that. So and then also there is this Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. That is the sequel of Aquaman, right? So that's the sequel of Aquaman, that he's going to go and they're going to find the Lost Kingdom and they unite the seven seas. Okay. Now, what he brought up in this tweet was a couple shots of the original storyboard here. And so I'm going to bring up the original storyboard here. This is actually from, I think this is Daily Planet DC, and they rewrote the storyboard so it's clear to see, and they actually colored it in as well. But this is the hero's arc through parts 2 and 2A. So after Justice League 2, essentially, or during the time before the next Justice League or things like that, there is, you know, each character has their moment to do something. Each character has their own journey before meeting up once again in Justice League in the next, you know, the future Justice League sequel. So Superman, with Lois's help, the back from dead Superman will learn to become Clark Kent again, feeling more human than ever as he and Lois start a family. So that has not happened. We haven't seen that. Wonder Woman will reconnect with the Amazons and her mother, eventually becoming their new queen and rejoining these isolationist warriors with the outside world. That's kind of where Wonder Woman 3 was said to be going. She's going back to Themyscira to rejoin with her family. So there could be something to that. Aquaman, with the help of Mera, will bring the seven kingdoms together, becoming the one true king, building a new alliance between the oceans and the surface. So that is Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. The Flash will free himself from the past, releasing his father from prison with Cyborg's help and learning how to master his time-traveling abilities, literally becoming able to be two places at once. And so that's the ending of the Flash film as they speculated or have heard. And so that is the Flash movie, with the exception of Cyborg. And maybe, I don't know, after Discovery merger, crossing all fingers that, something happens and Ray Fisher can come back. I don't know. But Cyborg will evolve to both a modern day god of digital age and into a human once again. And Batman will ultimately sacrifice his life for these unlikely friends and the woman he loves, leaving behind a legacy that will never truly die. Now, Batman does die from Justice League 2 to 2A. And I don't know. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that, yes, this was the original storyboards that was worked on by Zack Snyder, Jeff Johns, and Jim Lee. Warner Bros. Own this. They own these. That's why they wanted it taken down. They had a DMCA on anybody who posted it, and they didn't want people taking pictures of it and stuff like that. They wanted to keep this secret. Why? Because they still own these individual stories here. So what they're doing is they've utilized these individual ideas and are making movies of it. This Aquaman movie, Aquaman and Lost Kingdoms. This Flash, this happens in the Flash movie, happens in the comics as well, freeing the father and things like that. But essentially, they were utilizing that. They wanted to save that for their own future movie. So, meaning these Wonder Woman reconnecting with the Amazons, that's gonna be Wonder Woman 3. If we ever have this could be Superman Lois start a family. No, I'm kidding. But this is there's definitely possibilities of future movies if these were to ever happen. The Batman is the one I'm concerned with. Only because Bruce Wayne, Ben Affleck, is going to have a minor role in The Flash, and there's a 50-50 chance he actually will sacrifice himself in that movie. Are they utilizing that ultimate sacrificing and reworking that in a different situation, a different story within the Flash film? I hope not. I'd rather go with Michael Keaton being the Nick Fury, the DCEU, and the Oracle, and they still need a Batman. Of course, they're also thinking maybe Batgirl will be the new Batman. Then I don't know. It's kind of up in the air at this point. I have no idea what's going on. You don't know what's going on. We all don't know what's going on. All we can do is watch, wait, and see. That's all I have for you. All right, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you absolutely love this daily dose of entertainment news and content, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ring that notification bell, keep this hot dog light on, and I'll see you next time. Bye.